It sucks when these celebrities don't use their platform for good. They use it for evil. I know.
Evil.
Evil. What's going on, guys? It's the What It Is podcast. I'm Strolly. He's Marley.
That's me.
And this is a podcast where we talk about things and stuff that maybe people don't want to talk about. And we talk about them and get them out there and stuff like that. So what's today about, Marley?
Today is about celebrities in politics.
Celebrities in politics. Okay.
Yep. That's it.
That's it.
That's
cool.
it.
Cut it.
Yep. We're done here. We did what we needed to do.
Yep. Yeah. And we were thinking about this because of LeBron James and
the outpouring of opinions on LeBron James and what he did, which my understanding was that he posted a picture of the cop that shot Ma'Khia Bryant. Is that her name?
Yes, I think so.
That
sounds right.
I'm sorry if that's not
Yeah,
her
I
name.
think that is right.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Shot her, and then he was basically just like, "You're next, accountability."
Yep.
Which to me is not. It's not the worst thing he could do.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he didn't say,
"Hey, fuck this guy. We're gonna get him."
yeah.
That's not. You know. I feel like
he didn't.
accountability is a very fair statement to make when it comes to that situation.
Yeah. I think a lot of the backlash comes from the fact that
People hate LeBron.
no.
So I think some of it is.
I mean, maybe, sure.
Yeah.
We'll say that maybe.
Mhm.
I don't know, but I think a lot of it has to do with that when people saw the body cam, it was like I mean that seemed like the right thing. Like objectively speaking, if you take everything out of the picture and you just look at the body cam, it kind of seems like the appropriate thing to do. That anybody would kind of see that and be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. When you bring all the other context into the picture, it kind of gets a little cloudy.
Yeah,
But for
there should always be a non-lethal option.
yeah, I mean, we talked about that,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So we won't go into that one. Check
Right.
that video. Check that
Yeah.
episode out.
Yeah.
Pretty
it's a good one,
tight.
guys.
Yeah.
I like it.
But I think a lot of the backlash is because it's like he made a decision. The officer made a decision, and right, wrong, or indifferent, it's always going to be judged upon.
Mhm.
And to immediately say #accountability and you're next
Yeah.
insinuates that you want him to get the same charges as Chauvin. And that seemed a little bit too aggressive, I think, and a lot of people took that in a very negative way, worse than what probably LeBron was kind of expecting or wanting to kind of.
Well, because I get it too, because it's kind of like, oh, look, another black person was killed by police.
Yeah, I mean it's you know.
Yeah. Out of all the instances that have occurred, I think Derek Chauvin's the only one that's in jail.
Yeah,
and even then, his counsel is appealing. Which that always happens.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's gonna get sentenced
on the basis that one of the jurors apparently attended a protest.
Yeah.
Which, for me, is like a slippery slope, because it's kind of like how much of a bias is it for a black man to say his own life matters? But
yeah,
it's
I
neither
mean,
here nor there.
Yeah, I mean that's a whole different story within
Right.
of itself, right?
But it's like, dude, it's an opinion.
So we could probably talk about that for a very long time, but let's talk about what we came here to talk about, essentially.
Celebrities
The celebrities in politics, and why. Like, what are your feelings on not just LeBron using his voice, but using that pedestal to use it to throw a narrative out there, right, wrong, or indifferent, a narrative.
Well, obviously he's a United States citizen, dude.
Yeah.
He
has that right. Absolutely.
Like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Citizen of the United States. It doesn't matter. Even fucking non-citizens, whatever. It's also another different conversation.
Yeah.
But he's got the right. You know.
Now,
I'm not against celebrities using their own platform for whatever it be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are people too.
Yeah.
If they were working a desk job, they have the right to voice their own opinions.
Yeah. I think it's delicate Like, I agree with you. I think everybody deserves to have their voice and let their voice be known.
There's levels.
Yes.
You know.
And that's what I was going to say. Like, I feel like they should be more mindful about what they say. Like, if you or me say that, you know, no one's going to bat an eye, right? When LeBron says that, it creates division.
Well, the problem is when you reach that level of status, it doesn't matter what you say. It creates division. It creates hubbub. There's going to be people hating. There's going to be people loving. When you reach that, there's nothing that you can do to not create that kind of fervor.
Yeah.
So him using his platform for what he believes is right, you know, social justice is it is what it is.
For sure. Yeah. I definitely again, I don't really care, right? Like, you voiced your opinion. Good job. Proud of you. But in my opinion, I think that celebrities or anybody who has that kind of a following really needs to be more careful about what they say, right? Like, I'm not saying censored or anything like that, just more or less like more self-conscious. Like, what I say has so much power, so therefore I need to say it appropriately. You know what I mean? Like, politician the shit out of it. You know what I mean? Like, use the right words, use the right terminology, try and make yourself.
Don't allow your platform to be used.
Yes.
You know?
Don't.
Because that's exactly what happened in that situation.
Exactly.
And even LeBron James himself acknowledged that.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool. It's like, well, I didn't want to. What did you say? I influenced the wrong conversation on this topic.
Exactly.
That wasn't his intention, which I think is admirable for him to even he didn't stick to his guns and be like, no, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, you know, he had to stick to his guns, you know, but it's just like he recognized that the conversation was changing from what his original intention was.
Exactly.
And he admitted that.
Yep.
You know, and I fully respect. That's why I like LeBron James, dude. Like, a lot of people hate him. I was like, well, as a person, he seems a lot better than Michael Jordan.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely moved teams a lot.
Yeah, well, he's also done a lot for community.
Yeah.
There's a lot of so he's
a good guy.
Yeah, he's
right?
responsible. I think he's responsible with his platform.
Yeah. And you know, that's just one circumstance, right?
Yeah.
There's tons of other circumstances that's happened in the past.
Kanye
Mainly,
West running for president.
Yeah. Donald Trump being president.
Which again, pointing out the shut up and play crowd voted in a reality TV star. So
yeah, wow.
Recognize,
he played.
Recognize your hypocrisy.
Yeah. No.
I hate the shut up and play conversation. I don't like that statement whatsoever.
So I agree. I think it's weird to be like, oh, you're just an athlete. Just do athlete thing. Like, don't expect these athletes to just be meatheads, right?
Yeah.
Let them stretch their intelligence. Like, don't get me wrong, some of them probably, you know, they pick things up and put them down. Fine, so be it. But the ones who are educated, like Richard Sherman, didn't he graduate?
Richard Sherman is really smart.
Didn't he graduate from Harvard or some shit like that?
He's very eloquent. The articles he's written op-eds that are very good, very well written, and very intelligent.
Like those like let them stretch their legs. Yeah, I understand you disagree with their opinion. Yeah, I understand that you don't like what they have to say. And yeah, you're pissed off because they're using their platform to elevate something that you don't agree with. But it doesn't mean that they're not that you should just chastise them for even speaking up, right?
A lot of the unfortunately a lot of the shut up and play conversation to me sounds like do your job, boy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
That's where like you're not allowed to stand up.
Yeah.
Do your job.
Yep.
Which again comes from a very bad place.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
obviously.
No, absolutely.
A very bad lineage to that line of thinking.
Yeah. The only thing that I sympathize with that shut up and play crowd or whatever is that I hate seeing people with these platforms misuse that platform, right? The gravity and the severity of their words that they use is so great that I'm sure they don't realize it in the moment, but that's something that needs to be done, especially now in the time of social media. You know, like LeBron James can tweet something and everyone's going to see it. Elon Musk can tweet something and everyone's going to see it. If they tweet the wrong thing or an ill-advised thing or for whatever reason something that's going to hurt a lot of people, that shouldn't that needs to be
understand
curtailed.
your position.
Yes, exactly.
And that's something that I kind of feel like what happened with recently with Caitlyn Jenner, who is supposedly running for governor of California. Interestingly enough,
Arnold Schwarzenegger and then Caitlyn Jenner. Jesus Christ,
California, what a place to be.
Yeah.
Caitlyn Jenner recently came out against trans people in sports.
Yeah.
Which to me is astounding.
Yeah, that seems kind of hypocritical.
Very much so, which is the consensus.
Yeah.
But it's dangerous because now she becomes an example.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this trans person says trans people shouldn't be in sports, so now they're saying it.
Yep.
Now it's like, well, that one said it.
Yeah.
You know.
So you guys should all agree with that one.
Yeah, because that one said it. That's one of you, right?
Like beach.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like anytime.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's not how this shit works, dude.
Yeah.
That's like how fucking a lot
one
of
doesn't speak for the masses.
When a lot of conservative publications jump on any black politician, mostly from the South, that's like, oh, racism doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Look
at him.
That black guy said it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
He speaks for all black people. That's my black friend. You know. Yeah. You know, it's the same. No.
Yeah.
That's not how this shit works.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No.
There obviously has to be a lot of responsibility.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Easily.
It's not a joke. Politics isn't a joke. It's not something that should be fun and glamorous and exciting.
Exactly.
You serve the people, so diving into politics in any stance has to be taken seriously.
Yeah. Or even using that platform, again, topic, right? Using that platform to push political agendas is even more scary. Maybe that's not the right word. For how the people can work, because you can essentially you can change people's beliefs just by that, and then now you could potentially have bad beliefs going out there. Can you imagine?
Why do you think we have Trumpism?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Trump
exactly.
himself is a bigger party than the Republican Party at this point.
Yep.
Which is wild.
Yep. You have someone who can sit there and spit a rhetoric that is dangerous and toxic and has no accountability for it, right? Want to talk about accountability.
Yeah.
LeBron James took his.
Yeah.
You're right. My bad.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's not the conversation.
Sorry about it.
Yeah. He's like, that's not the point I wanted to make. This isn't the fire I wanted to fuel.
Get fucked. You guys don't get it anymore.
Exactly. Exactly. I think he deleted the tweet.
Yeah.
But that was like, all right, cool. You recognize and you don't want to be part of that anymore. That's fair. Yeah.
Yep.
I just think one of the issues is the obsession with fans.
Yeah.
Now. It's like it's not politicians serving people. It's fan clubs.
Yep. And you know what? This actually goes into another one of the episodes that we did with heroes and false ideology, right?
We lean into that one a lot, surprisingly.
Yeah. Where it's like these people now blindly follow this celebrity and their political point of view because, I like them so much, so they must be right. It's like, no, think for yourself. And also, we shouldn't be allowing these celebrities to have this kind of sway over people
just because they're popular. You
Yes.
know? And it's not even about what their political views are.
Yeah.
It's like, do you have an understanding of the office? Do you have an understanding of law? Do you understand social justice? Just there's so much that should encompass what being a fucking president is.
Yep.
You shouldn't just be a face. Like somebody like The Rock shouldn't be seriously mulling running for president in 2024. Somebody like Kanye West should not have ran for president.
So I'm going to counter you with that and say that I think not Kanye, but maybe The Rock might actually be valid. I mean, I'm not saying these people who are celebrities can't be politicians.
Mm-hmm.
I think having a celebrity who's a politician may actually be more beneficial for the country, but having a smart politician is equally as important, right?
No, that's more so what I'm going towards. It's like it shouldn't be a matter of how popular you are.
Yes.
How many fans you have,
how
many followers
good you are at the job.
Yeah, can you do it?
Yeah. Yep.
Well.
Yep, exactly. Now, I will say, and I remember seeing this, I forget how long ago it was. It might have been like a couple days or a week.
Mm-hmm.
A good representation of using your platform to preach good, right? The Flyers, I think each player had some sort of rainbow on them for LGBTQ people to show them that, hey, you're cool in the hockey world. We'll if you want to play hockey, come on, we'll play. You know, we're down with that. We want you to feel welcome here, and that's powerful, right? Spreading love and compassion is what these celebrities and people with a ton of followers need to be doing instead of preaching their own agendas. And if you have your own agenda and you feel a certain type of way, don't get it out on social media. Deal with it on your own. Talk to your friends about it. Don't let your toxicity potentially get to the world and pull other people's emotions.
I mean, I have a little bit of mixed feelings about that, just because I do agree that the work should be done quietly. You know, if you're doing social work, if you're doing social justice, you're fighting, you're donating, just do it.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell the world that you're doing it. Just do it.
Yep, exactly.
If the world finds out, they find out. You know what I'm saying?
No. Yes, I agree with that. And I'm not saying like, oh my God, that's the best thing you can do. It was just nice to be like, okay, you used your platform to show like welcomeness. Like that's like I'm cool with that. Like yeah, obviously like, you know, it wasn't like this big old extravaganza. It was just more or less a comment on what they did. I believe it was a quote from one of the it was JVR. It was a quote from him saying like, you know, we did this just to show that you're welcomed here. I don't think it was like a big spectacle that they tried to do. They just did it, and I believe it was a comment from someone being like, hey, is there a reason for this? And that's how it was explained. I believe so.
I just think that there's much more practicality that celebrities can go about actually being involved in, you know?
Yes.
There's a lot more, especially considering that their wealth and the resources that they have. You know, it goes so much further than just tweeting out Black Lives Matter.
Yep. If you want to get into politics, start donating your money. Yeah. You know?
Start rebuilding the communities that you come from. Which, that's, again, another reason why I like LeBron is because like, he fucking does. Yeah. Yeah.
Where's he from?
Ohio.
Is he from Cleveland?
I think he might be from Akron.
Akron, really?
I believe. I don't. I forget. He's from Ohio.
Okay. No, I mean that's cool.
I want to look it up too. Actually,
you're gonna look it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah. I mean,
it's see if I was right, and if I was wrong, I'll be quiet.
He just won't say anything.
Exactly.
Yeah. It sucks when, you know,
right. Akron.
Yeah. Proud of you.
Yeah.
It sucks when these celebrities don't use their platform for good. They use it for evil. I know. Evil. I know.
No, I mean like I'm not against them using their platform. I'm not against celebrities getting involved in politics, obviously.
I agree. But do it smartly.
My problem is that if you get involved in politics and the people that follow you are only fans because you were a celebrity.
Only fans.
Nice.
Sorry.
Nice segue into our OnlyFans.
Anyway.
Yeah, commercial time, guys.
If you like,
comment, and subscribe. No. I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay. If you're knowledgeable, you understand what you're saying, you truly believe in it, go for it. It doesn't matter what your status in society is, be it a celebrity or a regular fucking person. Right. You know? You don't always have to be loud about it. Yeah. But if that's what you want to do, you're entitled to do it.
Go for it.
And I would prefer it more often than not. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Because it makes celebrities seem like not douchebags.
Yeah, they kind of are, aren't they? Some of them.
I don't hold them in high regard.
That's fair.
But I don't hold anyone in high regard, so.
Wow. Thanks, Marley.
Yeah, no idols. Especially not you.
Unreal. After everything I've done for you.
Not much.
I know.
Talk over me a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really won't let me
live that one down. Play footsies with me under the table during the podcast.
Hey. You never said no.
Fair.
Anyway, back to the topic, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't like the fanhood. I don't like people loving somebody just because they're a celebrity.
Yeah.
against that in many different realms.
Yeah.
Politics being a very important one.
Yeah, and it's really interesting when you see these celebrities that you know them for a certain role or a certain position or a certain sport or whatever, and you see them kind of stretch their political legs. It's like, are you sure? Like, are you positive that you want to do this right now? Like, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Like when Kanye was like, I'm going to run for president. Like,
you're a dick, dude.
Like, you make good music, but like,
not anymore.
Are you sure you're cut out for this? Like, this isn't something that you just do. Like, you gotta like be good at it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't Leslie Knope this shit. Like, you gotta actually work on it.
Yeah. I don't know. There should be higher standards that we hold people in politics to.
Well,
in general,
yes, that is a fact.
I mean, I guess that my gripe boils down to that more than just being a celebrity.
Yeah,
it's just like, if you're gonna be a politician, we have to hold you to a much higher standard than I feel like we currently do.
I mean, we let them lie to our faces.
Oh yeah,
and we're okay with it. We're just like, yeah, politicians just lie. Like, no, why don't we like
stop that?
Yeah, why don't we like make something so if we catch them in a lie, we can get them the fuck out of there so they stop lying to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Something where like they have accountability.
Yeah, accountability.
Yeah, you know, it's a lot of the stuff that goes on that we tend to have gripes with. I think are very societal based.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a lot of stuff that starts with us, and that isn't necessarily the people's fault. It's our fault for letting them get away with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, obviously there's problems with the way the world is.
Oh yeah.
There's fucking
Nah, man, it's perfect out there.
Oh yeah, no. Matter of fact, we should go back a couple years.
Yeah?
Yeah. We should stop progressing and just start reeling it back.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I don't understand this technology shit.
Same.
I'm a millennial and I don't get it.
What's a Bitcoin?
Yeah.
That was a conversation.
Yep. Check that one out.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I hate the shut up and play people.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are dumb. I like celebrities. I like athletes that are honest, understand their platform, educated about what they're speaking on, and not choosing to just speak on it because they're paid for it.
Yeah, for sure. Do you think that we should I don't know how to word it.
Formulate it.
Yeah, formulation.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's gone. Sorry.
Fuck. Well,
yep.
Wrap it up.
Oops.
Short episode today, guys.
Stakes were made. It was just in there, and then I saw Goofy, and I got distracted.
Hey there. I'm not gonna try to do it now.
No. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't really have anything else. My brain just kind of went blank. Do you have anything, Marley?
Yeah. I'm gonna pull something for probably the next 10 to 15 minutes, considering the time. I don't know. So, how do you feel overall about celebrities using their platform, celebrities being involved in politics, given the examples that we've had?
I mean, honestly, personally, I'd prefer if they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I don't think that's a position for them to be in. You know, you already have, like I said, such a big platform, and to potentially to be able to use that in a negative way, But in the same breath, I don't want them to have to be silenced. I don't want them to have to, hush what they think. But I think jumping on the bandwagon of what's going on socially is kind of tough. Like, I feel like there's a lot of celebrities that jumped on the BLM bandwagon because that's what everybody was doing.
Yeah, it's good for the brand.
Yeah, like, that kind of shit makes me feel a certain type of way where I'm like, that's kind of gross. Like, stop that.
Yeah, it's like white liberalism.
Yes.
It's all for show.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
painting streets, Black Lives Matter. What the fuck does that do for anybody?
Yeah. It's just to make yourself feel better for not feeling that way. Yeah. It's like saying that you're donating this money. It's like, no, just do it. If you really wanted to do it, you would just do it. You don't have to Hey, I'm giving him $1. Look at the dollar.
Exactly. Look, everybody, look how great I am.
Yeah, exactly.
I care.
So I think in that respect, I hate it.
Yeah.
Right?
Which unfortunately I feel like is more common than people think.
But at the same time, I think that if The Rock wants to be president and he's got it under control and he understands what he wants to do and he's got it planned out and everything, by all means, bud. Go for it. I think you should equally have the right as any politician. Yeah. Because my problem is, right, politicians lie. So I'd rather not have a politician in there because the celebrity or whatever, sure, they're maybe actors or something like that, but they're probably not going to lie. They're maybe not tell us, but they're not going to lie. You know what I mean? So I think it's kind of like a double-edged sword, I guess. You know, obviously we can't just have the goods without having the bads. But yeah, no, I'd prefer if they just didn't. You know what I mean?
I'm fine with celebrities getting involved in the sense of like using their platforms.
Yeah.
Go for it. That's your right, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter what your opinion is, whether I agree with it or not. Go for it. Do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
I can't stop you.
Exactly.
Because I'd be a hypocrite. Even if I disagree with your opinion and I tell you to shut the fuck up, why am I allowing other people that I agree with to talk? You know, that's it. I'd rather not be hypocritical in that stance. I'd vocally disagree with you and your opinion.
Yeah.
That's my right.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to tell you not to have an opinion at all. That's fucked up.
I agree. You know? Yeah. I mean, I definitely...
Just because I disagree with what your opinion is.
Yeah. I mean, obviously what I prefer is I'm not like, oh yeah, this needs to be the way. It's just more or less where it's like, if I had to choose, like if it was up to me, I'd probably be like, chill, because that eliminates all threats, right?
For me as well, when it comes to holding office, maybe it's just because of the times that we live in, and since I've been paying attention to politics and politicians and whatever, I feel like overall there's been a degradation when it comes to holding public office. Yeah. And being an elected official.
Yeah. It means nothing almost.
It means nothing. And that's how I feel like it's becoming a lot more common for celebrities to run and to be...
It seems popular.
Yeah. Because the degradation of holding the seat. Like, being an elected official is not a fucking joke. It's not because you have a fan club. Just because you have a lot of people that like you and follow you doesn't make you qualified for that position.
Yep. You should be wanting to make change to positivity instead of negativity. You know?
Yeah. There should be like almost legitimate qualifications. Like, what's on your resume, dude? Yeah, your movies are the shit. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking love The Rock and his enthusiasm. Yeah. But what qualifies him to be an elected official?
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because he has a lot of followers doesn't mean that he can lead people.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Like that's.
I mean, I'd follow The Rock.
Oh yeah, I'd follow The Rock. Seems like a great guy.
He's gorgeous.
Oh my god, dude. The Rock is a shit. I just want to be his friend.
I know, right?
Like The Rock just seems like.
There's so many celebrities where I'm like, I just want to be your friend.
Yeah, can I hang out with you someday, dude?
Yeah, like I understand that you're busy and that you got to do, but like I just want to be like one day you're just like, hey man, how you doing? Like, oh,
she's cool. Yeah, but it's that kind of shit, you know. And like you said, everybody has the right to do it. Yeah, doesn't matter. Yep. Yeah, that's America. But at some point, there has to be some standard.
Yes, I agree. And the standards that we have in place are they're sufficient, but they're very lenient. And I understand why they were there, right? Because it was like, the founding fathers, they were like, well, we just want people who we can trust, right? And if you've done X, Y, and Z, well, then we feel like we could trust you. And if the public wants you, then go for it. So I understand not having like this super critical, like, oh my God, you need to have this 37-point checklist of that you have to meet or you can't be president. You know what I mean? I like having it literally available to anybody in the world or anyone in America. I like that. But maybe having something to weed out the shitty people is fine. Having like that extra like, but like, what have you done in the past 10 years? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no,
sorry.
Not into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even going into like the whole, I don't want a politician. Yeah, politicians are shitty. Lifelong politicians suck. Yep. We should switch it up.
It's a way of life, not a career.
Exactly. Or fucking business people being involved in politics.
Well, I mean,
depending on the what you're being involved in, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think that businesses and corporations shouldn't be able to give money to politicians.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also think that politicians need to have term limits. You know what I mean?
Like,
where,
why does
like,
money have to be involved in civil service?
Money's got to be involved in everything, Marley.
No, but
money
like
makes the world go round.
in that sense, like you're an elected official. It's a requirement for government. Like you're doing your job.
Yep.
Like,
and if they can make money, they can make money. And if they can extort it, they'll extort it. I mean, it's just how it works. Yeah. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, as humans, we're just corrupt fucking people.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm pretty cool, dude.
Yeah. Not really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Gross. Anyway.
Yep. Told you I'd stretch it out.
Good job, Marley. I'm proud of you.
Thanks, dude. Yeah. We need to, as a people, I think, reevaluate how we hold people in public, in civil service positions, how we evaluate people that hold public office.
Yeah.
Not even not even some lifelong politicians should be allowed to hold office.
I agree. And then
there has to be a higher standard that we hold people to, and it does not need to be a popularity contest.
Yeah. And I also think that as society we need to chill on how high we hold these pop culture icons too.
Yeah. I could like The Rock. I don't want him to be president. Because I'm a fan of The Rock and his movies does not mean that I want him to hold the highest seat in the land.
Just because I like him in the movies doesn't mean I want him to be a president. But if he shows quality traits, then yeah, I'm all for it.
Quality traits and capability.
Yeah. 6 in one, half dozen.
I never know what you're saying when you say that.
Really? 6 in one hand, half dozen in another? They're the same thing.
6 in one hand?
Half dozen in another hand. It's both 6 and 6 in each hand.
Cool.
6 in one, half dozen in another.
All right. It's been like a couple months, and I've never known.
You've literally...
I've never known. You probably said it on the podcast.
I've probably said it to you probably like 100 times.
Yeah, I glaze over it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Wow. So I've just been saying these things, and you've been like,
this
is nice.
That's how I live life. That's why I can't be a politician.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Any other closing thoughts?
Leave LeBron alone.
Leave LeBron alone.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Let the celebrities talk their shit. Stop taking them so fucking seriously. That's the other thing. They're fucking people.
Yeah.
Stop taking them. Stop putting out fucking think pieces about them, about how they fucking whatever, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They're not that important.
Yeah.
They make a song I like. They make a movie I like. They play a game I like.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
They put their pants on
They're
the same way as us.
They're not leaders of society.
Yep.
Stop it. Stop putting them up on a fucking pedestal.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have a problem with them, because they're not me. They're not even close. I don't know them. Dude, like if you said some shit, I'd have a conversation with you about it. We'd make a podcast about it or something.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe call it the What It Do podcast.
Yeah, exactly, dude. We'll figure it out. Trademark it. Before this episode airs.
Yeah, right.
But I don't give a fuck about them.
Yeah.
I really don't. And it pains me to see people take them so seriously all the time.
Yeah, well.
You shouldn't have so much of a fucking influence.
People need something to look up to.
The sky.
Most people don't have theology to look up to, so they use pop culture as their theology.
Yeah, it's the same shit, guys.
Exactly. But
that's a conversation for another day.
That it is. And that's a wrap.
Now we can wrap it.
Yep.
There we go, dude.
We'll catch you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Do all those things, please.
Share, the whole 9. Really helps us out.
Argue with us.
Yeah, seriously. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. You know,
Absolutely.
Are we right? Are we wrong? Because you're wrong.
Speaking of you fans.
Yep, exactly. But other than that, we'll see you next time.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it. We love you.
Take care, guys.
Bye.